This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Maquillage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 5-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
Hello and welcome to the Nialler9 Podcast. It is our monthly episode where myself and Andrea Cleary talk about the music of the month that we love. Hi, Andrea. Hi. How are you?
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm good, thank you.
This is Andrea Cleary, who has been working on her PhD for the last few weeks and maybe skiving off to watch the Olympics.
Maybe even longer.
Yes, but active period.
Active period. Actually, yeah, I like that phrase for what's going on right now. Yeah, very much skiving off to watch the Olympics. We're recording this on Tuesday, the 6th, so the Tuesday following the bank holiday, and I did nothing all weekend except learn everything there is to know about athletics, track and field, gymnastics. Watched a little bit of the canoeing. Wasn't for me.
No?
Way too chaotic.
Oh, I love it.
The
I mean, the strength.
Like, this looks like a stag party. This is like, well, maybe, I don't know. This was canoeing slalom.
Like the kayaking.
I don't know the word.
Is it? Are you talking about the same thing where they have to go through the bars?
It's like an obstacle course.
Yeah. It's just so impressive, the physicality of them all.
It's too stressful for me.
Yeah.
Too stressful.
Well, I did happen to watch that, and I was like, getting a 50-second penalty seems excessive on a sport that it takes a minute to do the course. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
Because there was somebody who was in second place, and if she had have not hit her head off the pole, she would have been in second. But she did, so she got a 50-second penalty. I was like, that's ridiculous. That's real, like, you suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I got, it's the kind of, the Olympics is a time to get really invested into a sport for a very brief amount of time where you're like, I'm an expert on this now and no one else can tell me otherwise. And then all of a sudden you forget everything about it and you're like, what was that last week? I can't remember the name of the sport I was watching. Yeah. Watching
the women's gymnastics in particular, obviously Simone Biles and the US team are unbelievable. And, you know, we kind of started watching it initially and like a small bit of knowledge about like how it's scored and so on. And then you're about 15 minutes into it and you're like, oh, she didn't really land that great. That wasn't a great landing there, you know. You just suddenly become like, that's a shame. That's a shame. She's really let herself down there, you know. But it's just been amazing. And what an amazing weekend in particular. Like yesterday, I don't know if you caught any of the men's pole vault final.
No, I did see some of the longer races that were on yesterday. Just briefly.
It was electric. And so the guy who is like the best pole vaulter in like history got his gold medal, and then he just was putting up his like how high the thing is that you jump over by like a centimeter so that he could break the world record. And it was the last event of the day, so that everyone in the whole stadium was just cheering for him. Like all the running and everything had kind of stopped, and it was amazing. It was so good. I love the Olympics. I love it so much. Human beings are beautiful and amazing, and like, look at us go. Aren't we a funny group of people, you know? Yeah. Look at us go.
Did you see
it's great
stat about the number of medals that Ireland has won between 1960 and 1992 compared to the first week?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, no, I haven't. I know that we've broken our record.
Well, look, I mean, the total medals that Ireland won at the Olympic Games between 1960 and 1992 was 6. total medals for Ireland during week 1 of Paris Olympic Games was 7.
Oh,
Second captain's put that up.
amazing.
As well. Obviously, it's been amazing. I didn't even cop that they'd won another one over the weekend with your man Riss.
Oh my God, that was. Oh, I didn't breathe for his entire routine, and that
what do you call it? The
American
what's the sport called?
Pommel horse.
What?
The pommel horse.
Pommel horse, yeah. And Daniel Whiffen, of course.
Oh my God.
Where he wins his second medal, and the fact it's bronze, you're like, oh, slightly disappointing.
Yeah, I know. But the guy who got gold in that broke the world record, so it's like fair enough.
Fair enough.
It's just been amazing, and I watched Rashida in her.
And we still have Adeleke to come as time of recording. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we do.
So that's tomorrow.
And I've been told to like calm myself. You know, she's just got to go out there and she's got to do her best. Like, don't get your hopes up. And I'm like, gold.
Yeah, but she looks like
we love her.
Looks like a
Queen of
superstar.
Ireland, no matter what she does. Yeah. So her semi-final tomorrow, and then the final of that. Please God, she gets into it at the end of the week. So, what a time! It should be a month long. It should be on every year. I just love it so much.
Well, while you were watching the Olympics and human endeavours, I was watching in a very different place. I was in Waterford, Curramore, and all together now, looking at creative endeavours and musical endeavours and playing music. I was at all together now. Yeah, fun. I was there for 2 days this year. Played 3 different spots at the festival. Did the Indie Sleaze thing last. I keep saying last night as if it was yesterday. It's not. It was a whole day between it. But yesterday was a write-off.
That happens on bank holidays.
I think it's just, I mean, I always had good stamina for festivals, but now I am flailing. I was just standing up all day and doing things. Just being at gigs all day and standing up for hours on end is now the tiredness. So yeah. It's fun, but I did spend a lot of time DJing at the festival. So I was playing at the Toucan Guinness Bar on the Saturday afternoon, which was really nice, just behind the main stage after the sing along social set, and that was really good fun, a really nice like DJ set experience, just like where it was empty and then it was full and there was a random break dancer and all this kind of stuff happening, and
lovely.
I played the hits of the day. And I felt like it was good fun. And then I played the wine bar afterwards, neighborhood wine bar, for a couple of hours. Enjoyed that as well. Got to partake in some really nice wines as well. And then,
can I ask, when you're DJing recently, what Charli songs are you playing? What do you find? Oh
well, you'd be glad to know. I did play 365 on Saturday, just for you.
Quite rightly.
Yeah, it was.
Thank
it
you.
went really well. Do you know what I had? Guests lined up. It's an obvious one, and I'm not the first person to do it. I know it because I was like, I know after I thought about
with
it.
Technologic.
Yeah, of course. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then the file was unsupported, so I couldn't play that. So I played 365 instead.
Oh.
And actually I heard Charli a few times. I actually ended up playing the Von Dutch song during the Indie Sleaze set because of me, that is a modern Indie Sleaze song.
Absolutely.
Electro blog house song. So
yeah.
I played that, but also I was at Optimo on Saturday at the Jemison Circle, just the Connect stage, and they played a bit of as well of the start of one of Von Dutch, which I'm your number one, I'm your number one, and they mixed it into something else. That was really, really fun. Other than that, like I saw a little bit.
If I were a DJ, I'd mix that with like Born Slippy or something, and that's why I'm not a DJ.
Well,
but you could hear some like northern man do that. I'm your number one.
Yeah.
And then like it'd be nice.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, a lot of Charli around, I'd imagine.
There was, yeah. I think I heard about. I'd say I've heard Charli XCX about 5 times, and 2 of the times was when I played it. So yeah, it was a lot of Charli.
Great that there's hits though, isn't it? Like
yeah.
What's the last hit, you know?
I mean, other than that, like I didn't see a lot of music on the Saturday afternoon because I was DJing, and then I went to see a few bits. I did see the Cabin Crew though, Song of the Summer. Saw them in between. They were, I mean, so cute and so nice. Obviously,
yeah.
The spark is the big one, and that's where the energy comes from. But there was a lot of like cute, like female empowerment songs about my hat. From the girls' side of it, and then the lads kind of trying to be cool rappers. It was real nice. It was like just are really cool. And it just kept coming out, and you're like, and you know from the spark that how many there is in the song and how many is in the video, and you're like, by the end there was loads of them, and you're like, great, okay, they're all here. It was great. It was a really lovely experience, and just seeing them all. And other than that, I saw like the likes of John Francis Flynn, bit of Floating Points, tiny bit of the National, and bit over the National at the moment, but I did catch a bit of them. And what else did I see? I didn't stick around Sunday night.
Overall vibe of the festival?
The weather was really a lot better than it was last year, which wouldn't be hard. But it was just, it's a lovely festival to get to. It's an easy one to navigate. There's lots of nooks and crannies, which is, I think, really important for a festival, especially a modern festival. Like, I think if it was to compare the two big kind of non-electric picnic festivals, Beyond the Pale now and Altogether Now, I would say Beyond the Pale lacks in those kind of spaces where you're like, you can just go and find these places in the woods or like things that are just really fun. Like in the woods at Altogether Now, there's the Cambium Club and stuff like that, which is kind of more like world music and stuff. And Donald Deneen and lots of pals were doing like a 7-inch kind of set there, and it was really fun. And it's a really great, like, it's like a pagoda in the round kind of thing, and it's really lovely, a nice place to be. So there's loads of places like that where you're like, oh, this is great. And like, it's not, it's not just about the lineup, it's about all the other bits that are in between that, make a huge difference. There's little like Dingle Distillery hidden sounds, like acoustic kind of sets in the woods, which was really nice. I think often
the lineup of a festival is like, it's actually quite a good bit down on like on what impacts your decision to maybe return to a festival. It's like if you didn't like the vibes of a festival and they had a really great lineup the next year, or if they didn't have those nice little nooks and crannies and nice things to do during the day, then it's probably likely that you wouldn't return the next year over like if it's a really nice vibe festival and then the lineup isn't so good, you're like, yeah, well, I'll go anyway and have a good time. I feel like the lineup is like one of the lesser.
Well, it's certainly, I think it's important. It's the vibe is almost as important half the time in most festival decisions to go, especially now when people are making those tougher decisions to choose a festival. Yeah. Like the next one for me is Another Love Story, I think, and that's like the vibe is immaculate there, as you know, and it's the one for me, and I'd go no matter what was on because I'd just be like, this is a great place to be.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm lucky to get to play there as well, so I'll be enjoying that in 2 capacities. So, but yeah, Altogether Now was really fun that way. A lot of like nice. I saw a bit of houseplants as well on the Lovely Days stage. Really had a great crowd, and they really are becoming much more slick in their presentation and show.
Have they got new music coming?
I mean, yeah, I think so. There's been a few new tracks, isn't there? So, I actually met them all in the petrol station on the way home, as well as you do. So that was a nice alternative events. It was another fine festival for me. Obviously, context is of an 8-month-old baby at home, so I'm not going to as many. I'm certainly not going as rasher as I used to. And sure. I did think about going to bed early on Saturday. I did not, but I did think about it. I guess that's progress, right? Isn't that something? Because actually, I was only supposed to go to the festival on the Sunday originally because that's when I was booked to play. And so I went to Hang Dai on Friday to see Optimo. Optimo are 2 of my favorite DJs. They're a big inspiration for Lumo. Scottish-Irish guys, really just like their sets are amazing. What they do is like they do the eclectic thing, but they do it so well. They do it in a way that like you never know. They really don't know what's going to come next. Like they played in Hang Dai, which is a very small place for anyone to cram, and they crammed it with about like 60, 70 people, I think. A really lovely dance floor, and like they were playing all sorts. I say like that like Turtles song. What's the song?
Happy Together?
Yeah, Happy Together. That's the one. I always forget the title. They had played a Lankham remix of Bear Creek.
Ooh.
Brian Eno and John Cale. All sorts of stuff like Bronski Beat.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Maquillage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 five-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
They even played a bit of Charli XCX actually on Saturday night, which was a surprise.
Well,
but it just shows everyone's not immune to it.
No.
You know, it's across the board. But it was just such a brilliant set, like loads of like reggae and stuff as well. And they were so much fun that I went back to see them a little bit more on Saturday as well. So Optimo. And they played Connolly's Alep then on Sunday night, and I asked them how it went, and they said it was insane, which does not surprise me because Connolly's Alep is a place that can really go off. So that was Optimo, two of the finest DJs around, and really would recommend any time going to see Optimo when you can. And I'd love to hear how you got on if you were at Altogether Now podcast at 909 if you want to drop us a line specifically. Last year we did a kind of a more of a general chat about the festival, but if you do have anything you'd like to share. Obviously last year there was a lot of issues in terms of the mud and the rain and the weather, and I think a lot of that seemed to be addressed this year, so I'll be interested to see if that's the case now. But yeah, that was the festival season. So what about the July season? What about the tracks of July? Shall we get into our picks? Talk about the music that we loved this month.
Let's do it. My first pick is just so exciting.
Is it
Probably
a brand
the
new
most
artist?
Exciting thing.
I think it might be a brand new artist.
It's a new artist. No, of course it isn't. It's an old favorite, a weird little guy of mine, in fact. It's Father John Misty. He's returned from wherever the hell he was with I'll tell you more about this because it's a little bit complicated after we listen to it. But the single is called I Guess Time Just Makes Fools of Us All. It's 8 minutes and 35 seconds. Here's a little bit of it.
At the joke, just for saying of the bargain, what any sales girl already knows. Most of us old men die at the firing line, just waiting for our number to be called. I guess time just makes fools of us all. Now the king regales his stepson when he's loaded as a gun. Says a real man is like a country. You need a map to find your one. Now I do you suppose you must approach the throne with its back up against the wall. I guess time just makes fools.
So that was a small snippet from I Guess Time Just Makes Fools of Us All, which comes at the end of a greatest hits album that Father John Misty has released this month called, deep breath, Great-ish Hits. I followed my dreams and my dreams said to crawl. How I admit I didn't sign up for showbiz to be cosmically kneecapped by a karmic teacher, disguised this time as the pathetic career of a semi-beloved fringe balladeer in the 20-teens. And if you're thinking, we are so back, then baby, we are. So this comes, as I said, at the end of that album. If people are interested, some of the songs that were selected for it's the songs you'd expect. Holy Shit is not on it, which I was surprised by. There's a few that I would have had on it.
It is on it here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The one I'm looking at, greatest hits, 14 tracks, 17 tracks.
I'm looking at a 14 track one. Okay, never mind. There must be two versions. Never mind. Anyway, so why is this happening? Why is Father John Misty doing this? Well, number one, he starts He's opening for Casey Musgrave's tour that will start next month. And he also has a tour coming up after that and has been touring in the US at the moment as well. He's had a little bit of TikTok virality. So, you know, Sub Pop, his label, probably thought it was a good idea to, I saw some speculation on Reddit that, you know, it's probably to have something to sell at the Casey Musgrave shows at the merch stand, but also, you know, people like myself who own all of his records will buy this because we're completionists, but also it's handy just to kind of pick it up. About 6 months ago, he put up on his Instagram, which he returned to, can someone do a hyper realistic image from behind of me on a horse with blood splatters on its legs flanked by a cartoon mushroom in a top hat and a svelte chrome devil walking into a cosmic sunset? It's important. And then follows that up. And like 11 songs, a few should be singles. So this suggests to us, this post suggests to us that we will actually have an album that this song is going to appear on later in the year as well. So fingers crossed for that. And he also says, the next slide is, and a classy Grammy acceptance speech where I use one profanity at the top, but it's cute. And then a little drawing of what he wanted the album artwork to look like. So, I mean, it's great. The song's been out for a week. I think it came out this, did it come out Friday? I can't remember. What is time? Time just makes fools of us all. But the more I listen to it, the more I love it. The more I listen to it, the more I get that feeling of like, oh, there's so much in this that I need to kind of work out. And there's so much irony in it. I do think it's a very, you know, ironic sense of masculinity, which I think he does really well. You know, it does sound like a kind of a cowboy song. The instrumentation really opens up and really broadens later in the track. There's some gorgeous like organs that come in, the kind of electric organs and orchestration, and it's really, really wonderful. And I'm so excited. It's like the thing that's got me most excited about an artist who I haven't heard from in a while. And yeah, I've really missed him. So it's great to see that he's back in terms of music and also that he's back online, because I really like him as an online presence as well. So welcome back, Josh. We've missed you.
Does the song remind you of any other song?
Yes, but I don't know what.
To me, it was the House of the Rising Sun.
Ah, yes. In the melodic line. That's exactly what it is.
That was the vibes I was getting.
That is exactly what it is. Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Father Jean, Misty. I'm not going to say that title again, but yeah, I guess time just makes fools of us all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a good man for the song titles, for sure.
Great man for song title, yes.
And the track listing of the greatest hits almost reads like a very interesting novel itself. And one song is called I'm Writing a Novel, of course.
Yeah, and maybe he will feature as an Andrea's weird little guy sooner than we think. This is occurring to me right now that we haven't done this. So maybe it's a good time. Okay.
Nice teasing. Okay. I love this new band. Very indie sleaze of me as well. Mm-hmm. They're called Fcukers. Excuse the language. Fcukers. So Fcukers if you want. The band are called that, and the song is called Homie Don't Shake. And it sounds like this.
Fuck now, homie, don't shake.
That was FCUKERS. Fuckers. Homie Don't Shake.
I like that.
They are a band from New York. Yeah, it's fun. It's been a while since I've had like a new band discovery, I guess, that wasn't like in my locality, I guess, really.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, and they are a New York electronic trio. It's been actually a while since we've had a New York band that I was buzzing about. That has not happened for a while. You can hear a lot of indie sleaze there. You can hear a lot of DFA kind of record stuff, Cowbell, a bit of Bloghouse. There's hyperpop. There's even like a kind of a breakdown of on the song that is very much like
it's a madness.
That is Chemical Brothers.
Yes,
that kind of business. So they are Shani Wise, Ben Schwartz, and Jackson Walker Lewis. Shani Wise used to be in a band called the Shacks. You may notice there that song has a literal sample of Beck's Devil's Haircut, which is one of the songs that they actually kind of did a dance remix of before they did this, and he's obviously allowed this to happen. It reminds me a little bit like CSS and that kind of Chemical Brothers thing. So it's very much in the indie sleaze 2000s era. I think it's really cool. It's that kind of fun indie disco music, and there's so few of those. The only one actually recently, and it's been talked about in the indie sleaze revival, is the Dare, who now has been like associated with Charli XCX a lot.
Yeah, he's come out of nowhere and he's all over my TikTok right now.
I know, same. I mean, it's just everywhere. I keep seeing him out. I'm like, well, he supported her at the Party Girl thing recently, and
at her boiler room as well. He was there in his cool suit and his his
and
sunglasses.
Her party in the Catskills that I keep getting showed as of yesterday. Everyone hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah,
talking about
with the big light on.
Charli,
is this her birthday party? Yeah. They have like the big light on. It's like not.
They have the big light.
Maybe
on.
they put the light on to take some videos or something. It struck me as weird. But maybe it wasn't
actually
nighttime.
fair. Yeah.
Maybe it was like
unhinged.
daytime.
You might.
Yeah.
That's not. Is that Brat Girl Summer? I don't know if that's Brat Girl Summer.
Look, is it Brat to put the big light on? Maybe.
Somebody tell us. Quick.
Get a Gen Zer in here.
Hire a 19-year-old and ask them if it's cool to put on the big light.
Gen Z are rejecting lamps, okay? The lamp industry is suffering.
Lighting from the floor only.
Yes.
We only.
Oh, God. But more on Charli later.
All right. Well, that's... You have been listening to a Patreon preview of the Nialler9 Podcast episode this week. In case you missed the announcement last month, all of the Best of the Month podcasts going forward will now be Patreon only. This is to encourage people who listen to the podcast to support it, so if that is yourself. We really appreciate your support from a $5 a month on patreon.com/Nialler9. You get a full hour and 25 minutes if you sign up there from a $5 a month. Join a lot of other people who are doing the same and join the Discord community where we have people talking about music and music leagues, hanging out about gigs, meeting up, doing fun stuff. It's a good place to be. It's a nice place on the internet to exist, and if you're looking for pals to hang out with or people who to go to gigs with, those things are happening there too. So that's patreon.com/Nialler9. You are also, by supporting us, you are also helping us keep the lights on, as it were, with Nialler9 and doing everything we're doing. So we'd really appreciate if you have considered in the past and you enjoy the podcast and you listen this far, this is your reminder to maybe sign up to Patreon, where you'll get the full podcast without any ads. Thanks for listening this far. Either way, we appreciate it. Our regular podcasts will be available to all in the coming weeks. But yeah, every month, the best of the month is Patreon only. And that's patreon.com/Nialler9. Thanks.
Did you know 1 in 2 women wear the wrong foundation? Matching foundation is hard, but Il Maquillage makes it easy. Take the Power Match quiz to find a perfect match in seconds, customized to your unique skin tone, undertone, and coverage needs. With 600,000 5-star reviews, Woke Up Like This is our best-selling foundation for a reason. Available in 50 shades of weightless natural coverage. And with Try Before You Buy, you can try your full size at home for 14 days. Just pay shipping. Take the quiz at ilmaquillage.com/quiz. That's ILMAKIAGE.com/quiz.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Thanks for listening to the Niall and Andrea Podcast. If you like what we do, why not consider supporting us at patreon.com/Nialler9.